Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Ruby Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the previous video, we ground our ass off in the ground place, because it's a desert. Get it? Well, in this video, we're back at Petalburg, ready to take on the next gym. Now, the first thing I want to do is not talk to corporate like a boss, but we did miss an item over here. Let's take a look at what it is. Hey, it's a Lumberry. That would be the world's earliest Lumberry ever. Although Lumberry, not too useful. I mean, you can always get items to do what a Lumberry does. And I went and buy some stuff. About 5 lava cookies, that's gonna help out. And I also bought a bunch of super potions because I feel like we're very short, or we're missing a lot of money to be able to scout TMs. So I just went and restocked on items. Super potions mostly because if you take a look at Pokénav, after we finish this gym, we'll have a lot of housekeeping to do. We have all of this routes over here, the trainers to fight. We have all these trainers to fight. And there's also a bunch of trainers up here. So we're gonna need a lot of sustain, especially on the water route, because you can't get back to Pokemon Center easily. And that's why I bought a huge stack of super potions. I think the first time hyper potions become available is for Tree City. But yeah. Now in terms of our leveling, we have 30, 30, and 29. Kaioken being a little bit on the low side because I have faith that he'll be able to handle it. But after this, we'll be able to start grinding again. Because Norman always gives me trouble. There's not too much opportunity to grind before him. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna give Super Saiyan Rose the EXP share to hold. And that's going to let us sort of get a head start on the grinding. Because I don't exactly expect a 1 level to make a difference here. I mean, it's nice to have a level, but I feel like we'll get 1 level naturally anyways. And we won't be able to hit 2 levels. So that's why I'm giving the EXP share to Super Saiyan Rose. I'm trying to keep Bigger Green under-leveled a bit, at least until we're done with our next round of captures. After that, basically Bigger Green is going to be restored as a attacker role. So I think we have Buttercust if we want to capture anymore. Okay, get that Graveler out of here. Now, in terms of Norman's gym, I'm going to be squeezing all of the EXP I can out of it, and that's, again, because we're sort of lacking on training. So, getting all of these gym trainers EXP is good. I've also been doing that in all the previous gyms as well, just because there's no reason not to. Training on trainers is, like, their Pokemon will give more EXP than field Pokemon. So in that sense, you get to save some effort if you're fighting trainers and only trainers. I don't know, it also feels more bearable than just randomly running around the field. I guess it's because the trainers come to you, whereas you have to walk around to find the wildies. Alright, next. And you have a Jump Bluff. I have never seen this thing before. Let's Shadow Ball it. Shadow Ball is my answer to everything at this point on Kaioken. Like, it aligns with our high attack stat, and also, even with Stab, it's stronger. It is stronger than Cut. Now, I would have been really happy if he learned Hyper Voice, but, you know, he decided to slack off and not learn Hyper Voice. Super Saiyan Rose grew 1 level, nice. That's the gym leader's room. We have not done squeezing EXP out of all the trainers yet, so not gonna go there yet. This is a defense room, so they'll spam a defense item, which might be problematic because our Kaioken is a physical attacker. So he will struggle if defense is raised, as in he'll probably take another hit to kill something, but it ended up being Butterfree. What can we do against Butterfree? Butterfree is not a good Pokemon, so I think Cut will cut it. Okay, so a second Cut should be able to cut that as well. Okay, got rid of that. Next is Strength Room, which we've already gone through. And this is... You know, surprisingly, that one-hit KO room does not mean they spam one-hit KO moves. It just means they try to raise crit, which is meaningless because low chance raised is still low chance. It'll be really annoying, and it'll be a Nuzlocker's nightmare if they spam one-hit KO moves. But fortunately, they don't. What can we do to Nidoqueen? I think that's a pure poison type, so technically we could swap out, but we're close to leveling now, so Shadow Ball probably our best bet at this point. And of course you're going to make me waste 3 Shadow Balls because you're a fully evolved tanky Nidoqueen. And yep, the item worked, it critted, but it did a whole 20 damage. Here, I'm gonna cut your career short. Get that out of here. Now, what's the next room? Gym Leader's room? No. No, we're not going through. I think we still have some chumps to beat up, right? Because there's the right side door, which we never got in. Or the initial right side door. What can we do against this crocodile? We'll give him some cuts. He uses X accuracy to raise the accuracy of a lot of moves that have base 100 accuracy. Were you expecting me to be an item spam, or not an item spamming? You're the item spamming, asshole. Or were you expecting me to be a double team spamming asshole? I mean, it could work. Got that crocodile out of here. Maybe it was an alligator. Who knows? And that should give us our level 30 as well. Nice. We didn't learn a new move, but I guess that's fine. Yeah, it was a cut above you. I ended that fight with some cuts. Get it? Ah, whatever. I think we're still doing good in terms of health, so we'll continue. Actually, we've been using nothing but Kaioken in here. So really, we only had to check his health. And if he's running low, we can always get Husky Starcraft to a milk drink, refill that health. That's not good. All of our attacks are physical. Actually, you know what? I think this thing is fire ground, not just pure fire. So Bubble Beam should be 4 times effective. I still don't know what water is good against, but we'll try Bubble Beam, I guess. I think it picked up ground when it evolved, this Macargo. Well, that did the trick. You couldn't restore HP enough through the one hits. That's great. Okay, now let's take a look. Can I level you up? You're only 16 past, so we can actually level you up on the grass. And the reason I want to do that is I know that you can get 16 EXP off of one fight in the grass, and also I feel like the gym leader is going to give enough EXP for Latias to level, or at least get very close. And we know what happens when Latias hits level 25. Latias can learn another move, which means for the first time, our Super Saiyan Rose might actually be useful. And our opponent is a Weeping Bell. I just use Crush Claw on it. It's level 4. We don't have to think. Just use the first offensive move that we hover. Okay, level 24. Nice. And now we're ready for the gym leader. Now, if you take a look, if you were Keen, not Kyle Keen, but just regular Keen, and taking a look at my team, I swapped out Protoss Dragoon to Cat Loves Food. And that's because I always have trouble with Norman. And that's probably because Norman doesn't give a lot of trainers before him to train on. So our team still underleveled because I'm pretty sure he has a level 34 slacking. Although I don't think Fort Tree Gym surpasses level like 37 or something. So I don't actually know what level his slacking is. I know for a fact that it's above level 30, which means going in with three level 30s ready for battle is not exactly a optimal condition, but I'm super sick of grinding the desert, so I'm gonna do it anyways. Now, why did I bring Cat Loves Food? I basically went through all my Pokemon and found the most expendable one. If you think about Protoss Dragoon, he has all of our HM moves on here. On him. He's a very good utility Pokemon. I don't want to distribute HM moves on something else, so I basically went and grabbed Cat Loves Food for that. Cat Loves Food is going to serve as a free switch. We're going to switch him in, he's going to die, and we can get a free switch into something else. And that's basically his purpose in here. We got, in terms of equipment, in terms of held items, Focus Band on Skydee 5000 and Husky Starcraft, because those are the two that I think is the most likely to die. Now we're gonna open up with Kaioken because he's going to be the tankiest. He's our best damage dealer in the game, or in our team so far. That's our build strategy going into this fight. We'll see what happens. I always struggle with Norman. Also because his slacking is so tanky, so you can't really DPS down through his potion zone, like a lower part of yellow and that red. So Norman, compared to everyone else, will also start using items. Like he'll be able to get a guaranteed item spam on that slacking. So that also makes him more difficult. Although he won't have slacking this time, so I don't really know how this will work out. Let's find out. Yep. That's not better than a slacking. What the fuck? Why do you have a Rayquaza? I guess I should be happy this Rayquaza didn't come out of May, because that would have cut our game extremely short. I guess I should also be happy that this Rayquaza didn't come out of his slacking. Like, this is a replacement for his first Pokemon. It's level 28. If it had like a level 35 Rayquaza, then I would hate life. Now, how should we deal with Rayquaza? Can do... Shadow Ball is probably our biggest damage dealer, so we'll use Shadow Ball. We don't have any ice moves, unfortunately. So he has Thunder Punch on him, which is impressive, I guess. You crit! Okay, we won't survive another crit, so I guess we're forced to item spam right away. Unfortunate. That's good. At least we can out-item his damage. No, we don't need another item. I think we need to exchange 2 hits for 1 item. The SP Death Drop is going to mean nothing because Shadow Ball is a physical attack. Unfortunate. And I think in this turn he's going to... Well, in this turn he's going to use Leaf Blade, which will do nothing. And next he's going to use items, so we can use Shadow Ball again. I mean, we could have also used items ourselves. Another SP Death Drop. I hope this isn't cashing in on my old karma from, you know... Actually, you know what? Our encounters might have been crap, but we picked up Super Saiyan Rose, so I'm happy about our encounter so far. Leaf Blade is next. I honestly feel like his Thunder Punch is better. And also, on that note, if we ever find a Rayquaza, Like, if we get super lucky and find a Rayquaza, we know it'll have Leaf Blades, and we know it'll have Thunder Punch. So it'll have a good moveset, which means we could potentially look forward to a very strong Rayquaza on our team. That's something nice to think about. We're just gonna keep our thoughts away from the fact that Norman has a fucking Rayquaza on his team. Okay, Leaf Blade is next. And it does not crit. Wonderful. I'll get that Rayquaza out of here. Okay, good. You only have one item per Pokemon. And your Rayquaza isn't your slacking. Although I don't know how I feel about being wiped out by Norman compared to May. I mean, Norman is also a gym leader, so I guess that puts him on equal footing with our actual rival. What I really don't want is to be wiped out by, you know, a normie in the field, or like some Paris Song Cacturn, which is something that I ran into, and I think I kept in that recording. That grinding has been very unpleasant, and I don't really remember if I did keep that in. But yeah, Paris Song Cacturn, I guess the only thing we can say to that is, he a prick, in more ways than one. Get it? Because he's a cactus and a prick because that's Shadow Tag, and he a prick. Also, this Clefable somehow surviving being killed. Well, I'm actually gonna use a Super Potion again because while his next one isn't going to be a Rayquaza, it'll still outlevel us by 4 levels, which means I want to go into it with as much health as possible. So I'll run a heal this turn, I'll tank his Fire Punch again, and then I will run Karate Chop to kill him. That way we're going into our next battle as full HP. Well, okay, not full HP, but still over 100, which is essentially like full HP on our other Pokemon. There's no level for Super Saiyan. We dealt with the Rayquaza, now here comes Ho-Oh, because, you know, Legendaries on your team is not a player exclusive like in the base game, am I right? Kaioken is probably our best at this point. We'll stay in. Do we even have enough PP? Because we wasted a lot on Rayquaza. See, how much PP do we have on Shadow Ball? Okay, we still have 10, which means we should be able to beat down this Ho-Oh. It'll probably take 3 hits just like the Rayquaza. Actually, wait, it's level 31? I thought Norman's slacking was a lot higher than that. I thought it was like 34 or something. Hey, I'm not complaining, it's a Ho-Oh, it's annoying enough. Let's start with Shadow Ball. Okay, that might actually be like 4 or 5 hits. 3 levels can do a lot. Either that or... Ooh, that's scary. It's a Stab Fire on a Legendary. It's a Stab Fire Blast on a Legendary. What can we do with that? We have... it'll have 5 uses, which means they already used it once. And that means it has 4 uses on it left. All we have to do is tank 4 Fire Blasts, and I hope we can do that. Unless it has like Sacred Fire or something, like a standard Ho-Oh. Bubble Beam should be good, right? I think this is Fire Flying. This is Shadow Ball. We'll just keep the Shadow Ball going, because Bubble Beam is about half power compared to Shadow Ball, and also it doesn't align with our stats. So I feel like even though it's super effective, it won't actually be... You jerk. Nope, it won't actually be that useful. At least now we know what moves this Ho-Oh has. It has Supersonic and it has Fire Blast. It's still hiding 2 moves on us. Okay, what do we use here? We have a yellow flute for that confusion. Yes, the second Fire Blast missed. That means we only have to tank up to 3 Fire Blasts. And I don't actually know what the other moves are, but I don't want to find out. I feel like I'll have to find out anyways, because there's no way to DPS this down unless we get a crit, which we did not, past his potion zone. Okay, that Fire Blast hit, and it's going to deal a lot of damage. Can I use that Soda Pop? Okay, that's not good. That is not good. We have... we cannot out-heal that Fire Blast, and if it crits, then we're done. How many times has it used Fire Blast? It used Fire Blast 3 times. I'm not risking Kaioken. Get that Cat Loves Food out there to tank a Fire Blast. Or at least scout out another move. Mud Shot is ground type, so it won't do anything. Well, okay, you're level 10. You're not gonna do anything anyways. Okay, there. You served your purpose wasting another Fire Blast. I offer this Cat Loves Food as a tribute to knock down your PP. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at summary. So you have 50 special defense, and Super Saiyan Rose has 71. The problem with you is you can't deal damage to this Ho-Oh because you're level 24. So I guess Kaioken is going back out. Yeah, I'll probably have to just use Shadow Ball. Okay, there's this special defense drop. It doesn't really matter. And also, if this Ho has anything else, then sending out Super Saiyan Rose is very dangerous. So I guess it's good that we didn't chance that. So far, it's only revealed 2 moves. Although I think for this game, it's kind of weird how it didn't reveal any other moves. Because I feel like the AI in this game just uses moves on random. Okay, there's the Supersonic. Oh no, not that. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Yellow Flute. Okay, there's the last Fire Blast. Now, if this doesn't crit, then we're good. Okay, we're good. We finally got past all the Fire Blasts. Where's our healing item? See, I always have problems with Norman. Okay, now let's see what other moves you have. Okay, Supersonic. That's great. You're just making me item spam. I can live with that. I mean, it's not like my item to cure confusion actually has a limit, a use limit. Ew! What? Do you only have Supersonic and Fire Blast? No, we're done with you. I'm gonna cut this short. I'm not gonna try and squeeze the XP into Super Saiyan Rose. We're gonna cut this short. And we beat Norman, a jerk. He's got 2 legendaries, being over-leveled compared to our team. He's got 2 legendaries, which we don't have counters for because the game refuses to give us an Ice-type move for Rayquaza. He can't believe he lost to us. Okay, he can't believe he lost to us. I would not believe you lost to us either, because you have that team, okay? Yeah, the balanced badge, because you're totally balanced. Well, I hope we got something good from him. This last TM. We went through hell and back for this TM. Literally, it was fucking whole hell. With a stab fire move. TM 42. Make a note of that number and we'll see what it is. Destiny Bond. You know, I feel like Norman is super salty. He's salty that we beat his team of legendaries, so he gives us Destiny Bond, which is basically a move that can only work if you die. So basically what he's doing is he's telling us to kill ourselves for beating his team of legendaries. But I appreciate him being such a good sport about this.